Hello, guys, and welcome. Today, I want to do a quick update on Bitcoin. um, for the ones that followed my last stream, we already do have a plan, and I'm gonna go over that in a second. I'm just gonna open YouTube so I can all see the comments that you guys are giving. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, Bitcoin. Our current plan was to hold up for this retrace for everybody that didn't get to enter, right before this breakout here or during any of these accumulation times. I figured that the best thing to do is to wait for Bitcoin to retrace to the actual trend line, which is now happening. But it just looks like as though this might be um, this might be the bounce. This might be the retest of this trend line that we've got going on here. But I'm not entirely sure about that. So anyway, I will let you guys know as soon as it seems that we're gonna break out. We're still, relatively overbought, and we're gonna have to wait and see. In any regards, the volume on Bitcoin is pretty high. We've seen some very good accumulation here. So I don't expect a bounce that goes down too much. Also, if we pull the FIB retracement over this entire move, we can see that we've reached the 382, which might or might not hold. Like, I have no idea, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Ethereum is the next thing I want to go over. So let us move. Paired against Bitcoin. Not much has changed there actually. There we go. So as far as Ethereum goes, the plan is still the same. If we zoom this out to a daily, and for some reason this got a bit screwed up, excuse that, we can see that currently Ethereum is possibly making a breakout of the actual trend line. It could be doing a retest right now. At one point we saw 0.035 levels, managed to go back down about like 0.75%, but that's fine. We can see a green candle forming here on the daily, which is a really good sign. And in any regards, this might be the retrace. And from here, as far as I'm concerned, we should be heading up. First target obviously being the 236, which we have here in red. Second target, the 382. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if we see the 618 at one point, but the position that I have here is probably gonna take a very, very long time to play out, if it plays out at all. We could draw a trend line here. And as far as I'm concerned, once we cross that, I will enter the position and we are gonna have ourselves a little journey. Now, of course, this can only happen if we have an actual bull market, which is not sure at this point, which is not sure at all. If we go to TradingView, crypto market cap, then we can see, and I've been over this chart today, we can see that although we do have a good proper bounce here and there is a whole ton of volume, we still haven't managed to break the first resistance that we have over here. Resistance could be placed anywhere between those 2 points, and in order for us to have a full-blown bull market, I believe it's going to be important that we actually, break through that. The unbalanced volume is looking very nice. The RSI is looking pretty strong. We can see a clear trend developing, which is currently up. And I hope that as long as this RSI remains above this actual trend line, until we break above resistance, then we have a pretty good hope of a, next nice bull run that we can all make some money off. So I won't be talking too long today. because I'm actually quite busy. I'm working on setting up some new social medias, etc. But I will do all the chart requests from the Discord in the Discord channel in about an hour or so. Now, more things that I want to go over. Wabi, we had a nice long position here, which really is playing out as far as I'm concerned. I would be surprised if Wabi makes another dump and goes below support there. I don't think we're gonna see something like that. And right now we can see that the unbalanced volume is moving up quite nicely. Some good green candles, some proper volume. Um, I'm just holding this position. I'm willing to take the risk and to wait. Because the RNR is 5.45. That's a pretty decent number, especially in this current flat market. And we could make some really nice profit here. So if you have entered the position that I noted on my Twitter or in Discord, just know that I'm in it as well, and I am currently waiting for this to play out. Now, next in line is Litecoin. Really want to go over Litecoin because this thing has made some crazy gains over the past couple weeks. We can see that we made a total gain of 162% so far paired against Bitcoin. And that is obviously, well, Bitcoin moved from 4K to 5K. And if Bitcoin just keeps continuing up, then we might see some very good US dollar gains. I will go over those in a second. The unbalanced volume is looking really good. And my play here is as follows. We might, and I didn't notice this before, but we might see a very good wedge forming here. Let me just draw this out. It's pretty rough. It's not the smoothest wedge ever, but I do want to draw this out. And my guess here is that this is probably gonna continue. Just you have to remember that wedges that finish over 70% are generally unreliable. So it's gonna have to be soon rather than later. But I believe this wedge might finish, and it might, potentially very well rocket launch Litecoin to new highs. To new BTC highs. Um, Litecoin always used to be high in the market cap, always been that way, and right now it's just on number 5 with 4 billion in market cap, which is really low. 4.8, I should note, which is really low. And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing can move to the third place or the fourth place within a couple of, at least a year. Obviously, this is a very, very long time span, but that's okay because these could be potential very high gains. Sorry about the pop-ups, guys. I forgot to log myself into into TradingView. Oh, of course. Now, if we go over my very long-term plan for Bitcoin, let me just clear this out. And that's pretty much the final thing that I want to do. And I believe it's important to know this. I've always used this pitchfork. If you've ever visited my streams before, you will know that I'm very keen on using this. And so far, it's always been playing out quite nicely. The key problem here is that we did cross the second support, and that was quite expected. The good news here is that I do believe we're gonna have to retest it, after which we might see something like this happen, which happened in 2014, 2015, just a very long period of accumulation, and then we can start rocketing off again. And I wouldn't be surprised that if in short it would actually look something like this, and then we just start gradually moving up and go parabolic again. Um, no idea about the time span. Obviously, don't know how long that's going to happen. If we copy the previous time that something like this occurred. Oh, I shouldn't take the ghost feed, sorry, parse pattern. There we go. It could potentially look, just like this. And I believe that as Bitcoin matures, it will, make smaller moves percentage-wise. And that's why I believe that the actual resistance that we're gonna top out at is about in it at least 100K. Could look something smaller, but I believe it's gonna look something like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna be on Discord, and I will be doing chart requests there. So join me if you like. See you soon, guys.